Joining me now is Mark Tancig of IFAS UF Leon County Extension. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you for having me, Nicole.
So you've been with Cooperative Extension for about a year now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me your title.
I am the Commercial Residential Horticulture Agent.
And what does a commercial residential horticulture agent do?
Okay, so there's the commercial part and the residential part, and I do with the both audiences different things. So there's reactive, so I respond to questions about gardening, pests, disease, what do I plant here, when do I plant this, when do I fertilize, all that kind of stuff. And then also proactive education as well. So I go out into the community, I do presentations to homeowner groups, garden enthusiasts, and also for the commercial side, do some of the pesticide certifications that they need to do their, spray their herbicides and pesticides, and to make sure that they're just, they have a good level of professionalism so that they're doing their job well.
Wow, so you've got quite a few things that you cover under being
Yes, everything from how to grow plants to how to control pests and, even the household pests like roaches, termites, and bed bugs.
Okay, so our focus on this segment is on community gardens.
Okay.
And community gardens have kind of, blossomed over the past few years. And I know you've probably seen that in and around this area. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I think that in general in the nation, maybe even worldwide, people are becoming more aware of, what they eat kind of really affects their health. So, now even fast food chains are selling salads and healthy options and that kind of stuff. So, people are aware of that, what they take in affects their health and people want to be healthy. So gardening, community gardening is a good way to, provide yourself with some healthy food. And then we have local groups that are, kind of building excitement around this as well, like Tallahassee Food Network and iGrow and Extension and different groups are, kind of tapping into that desire of folks to grow their own food and helping them out. And so the other thing too is people love to, there's nothing like eating fresh vegetables right out of the garden.
I agree.
Adults, kids, they all can appreciate that. And so once they start, they want to keep going. So I think it's just a natural excitement of it all.
Indeed. Within your capacity at the Cooperative Extension, are you working with local groups yourself?
Yes, so at the Extension office, there's several different kind of departments, divisions, and I'm the horticulture section. There's also agriculture, and so we have an extension agents in agriculture, Molly Jameson and Trevor Hilton. Trevor's with the FAMU Extension, and we all kind of work together. Food and nutrition program is another part of Extension where we are encouraging folks to grow food, having workshops on how do you grow food, backyard vegetable gardening type workshops. And we're also working with schools. A lot of schools in our county want to provide that experience to children. And so we're helping the teachers learn how to garden and hopefully trying to get them connected to volunteers that are gardeners that can help the teachers actually sustain these gardens at their schools.
And the volunteers would be the master gardeners?
Correct. So master gardeners, college students, or just folks in the community that are garden enthusiasts that have time. Mostly they're retired. They have time that they can offer their time to the schools to, because teachers got a lot of stuff they got to keep up with. So
they do.
The garden is usually something extra that they're passionate about. So if we can help them make the garden even better and reduce their responsibilities with the garden, that would be, ideal.
Conversations with Nicole. Come and have a little talk with me.
So community gardens as it relates to urban areas, are you seeing any of that go on? And is it even realistic for folks that live in urban areas that don't have, acres of land to plant? Is it realistic for them to try to have a garden in the urban areas?
Several community gardens have popped up on, say, vacant properties, whether it be city or county owned, or some private lot that someone's willing to give up for a community garden. So that helps. If someone's living in an apartment complex and doesn't have actual space, they can walk down the street hopefully, and there's a community garden that they have access to. Even examples, the longtime FAMU community garden over on Orange Avenue. So it's definitely a way for folks that don't have a lot of land to get access to just a little piece of dirt that they can garden. And Trevor Hilton likes to talk about really simple hydroponic kits that you can just do on a patio. You don't even need soil. That will provide you with some fresh vegetables that, again, just getting that taste of fresh food and access to it can be done in small spaces.
Indeed. I've actually attended some of the workshops that Trevor has done on building greenhouses and as well as gardening in small spaces.
Yes.
Very innovative ways of...
Yes, he's got a great presentation of innovative gardens.
Indeed. So, the importance of healthy food and healthy food choices is, as you've mentioned, kind of sweeping the nation. Is that something that you think will be ongoing? Is it, you think it's just a trend or a fad, or?
Well, I hope it's not, because as there's more and more people, there's less and less space, especially folks move to the cities and the cities get larger. Hopefully people continue with this wanting to be healthy and wanting to get outside, wanting to garden, because it's, not only is it good for your, physical health, but mental health and everything else. So I think it's something that will stick, because, again, there's this idea of, we want to not just treat eat healthy food for ourselves, but also for the environment. And I see more of the young folks kind of being wanting to make sure they take good care of the earth, be good stewards of the earth, and community gardening and raising your own food is one way to do that.
Have you noticed any changes from the time that you've got started? I know you've been involved with sustainability and ecosystems and that sort of thing, but have you seen any trends or changes, since you've kind of gotten involved in this work? Yeah,
I mean, when I moved to Tallahassee, that was about 14 years ago, and the only community garden we had was the Orange Avenue FAMU garden, as far as I know. And now, there's several, in the dozens around town, community gardens, a lot more school gardens. So yeah, I've seen an increase in, people being aware of these gardens and wanting to participate in the gardens. And so hopefully we can, keep it going.
Good. Now, if you were to give us some gardening tips, what could you share with us?
Oh, that's a good question. So, good soil.
Good soil.
Plenty of sunlight.
Plenty of sunlight.
Keep it watered.
Keep it watered.
And it's work. Don't forget that gardening is work.
It's work.
It's not just, you just put some seeds in there and you leave it and it's done. You got to work at it.
You do have to work at it.
Got to be patient.
It's not going to happen overnight.
Nope. And choose the right varieties. And with help with all that, you can contact us at the Extension office and we'll walk you through it and help you out.
So final question as we close out. How important are bees to this process? Oh,
bees are very important, because bees pollinate a good chunk of our food crops. So, yes, there's lots of issues affecting bees. And so being aware of those issues and trying to reduce your kind of impact and supporting, beekeepers is a great thing to do.
Okay, good. So how can one get involved or get in contact with the Extension office to utilize you all's service?
Well, you can come on by Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We're at 615 Paul Russell Road, so right by the fairgrounds across the street from Jack McLean Park. You can call us up, 606-5200. Ask for Mark, ask for whoever you're looking for. And we are having a big open house May 13th. So, come on down, say hi, introduce yourselves, learn about some of the different program areas that we have there. And we're pretty friendly, so just come on down and say hi and ask any question you got.
You certainly are. Thank you so much for your time today, Mark.
You're welcome. Thank you, Nicole.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. Tune in next time for Conversations with Nicole.